Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. And this is my weekly goals wrap up. A couple of things about this weekly wrap up that you're going to see is I've changed it up a little bit. I don't normally recommend kind of changing your goals midterm. That's why I do 13-week period, because generally speaking, I can get through the 13 weeks and then readjust after. However, I'm changing it up. I realized that some of the metrics that I were tracking were not helpful, right? They weren't really filling my goal. And my goal is to have a positive impact on the people that I interact with. And it is really that kind of change in mindset, that focus on being a positive impact, that has done something. I have created a positive impact score, which is going to be one of the things I track every week. I will share with you the details because, man, I feel really good about it. And really what it means is I need to have interaction with my community, right? Whether that's in the private Facebook group or here on YouTube or, book reviews, all of those things. I am going to be tracking a certain set of variables. I think it's 5 or 6, and there's going to be a factor on them that will then lead to the weekly positive impact. And I got to tell you, I feel really good about this. I feel really good. Second, I think in the year that we've been doing this together, I never spent a lot of money, but you will see here shortly, I spent $1,000 on a want, actually a couple of wants. I don't know if you heard this week, but we lost arguably one of the top 3 or 4 baseball players ever to do it. We lost Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron was one of those baseball cards I collected when I was young. And I didn't have a Hank Aaron autograph card. So I went out and dropped about $1,000 buying a Hank Aaron autograph card so I can add it to really one of my treasured collection, right? I have a few cards that are like, these are things that I really look for. So I bought a rather expensive Hank Aaron baseball card that is autographed by the man. So again, I'm just trying to be happier. So do me a favor, let me bring this up. And oh, by the way, do you see I'm not wearing my hat, but I'm wearing my Do the Work hoodie. I'm going to go work out after this. That's why. So Jimbo, let's share the screen. All right. So again, you can see here, let me move this out of the way. I think actually, let me move it over here. Should I move it? I don't know. We'll move it there. So one of the first things you notice is right up the top. I've added in my health column, my health section is the most important. Historically, that has been where I put workouts or, anything of that nature. Oh, actually, I forgot to update this. I got to update that. Hit 7. Okay, there we go. I'll do that in a minute. But you can see the number one thing I am tracking now is my positive impact score. And I don't really know where to put my goal at. I'm just going to call it 500K for now. But let me show you how I calculate it. So this week's 240,024. What the heck does that mean? Well, let me show you. I figured that would be in the way. So let's take this down. So these are the variables that I can track weekly, and that leads to the positive impact score. So number one is YouTube views. A lot of times the first interaction you have with myself or the One Rental at a Time story is a YouTube view. It's where I put original content and all of those things. So I am tracking YouTube views every week, which I have been for over a year, but I'm going to keep tracking them. But I'm only going to give them a scale of 1. It's like the least impactful, but it is a start. I think it needs to be tracked. Second, I am going to start tracking book sales again. Why? Because this shows a deeper kind of interaction with me. If you buy the book, you've spent some money, somewhere between 10 and 15 bucks. but likely you spend a couple of hours reading about our story. Our book, One Rental at a Time, is not a how-to book. It is a story about how we read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and we changed our life, how we go from one house to financial freedom. It's, recommendations, all of those things. So I'm going to be tracking book sales, again, Amazon, Kindle, and Audible, all of them. And, we are going to give that a scale of 10, right? A book sale is more impactful than a YouTube view. It shows that you are in the family a little bit, if you will. Okay. So we had 71 book sales last week. Okay. Makes sense so far? Then for me, the next iteration is book reviews. Yes, I'm sorry. Book reviews are still important to me. And that is because I know a book review takes time from you, right? It means not only did you buy the book, but you went back and you wrote a review. That's impactful. That is you doing something nice for me that you don't have to do. So I am going to track book reviews. So, and I'm going to give that a scale of 100. Again, it's building the relationship together. And if you do that for me, I think the positive impact goes higher. So it gets a scale of 100. Then, yes, I have courses, and now I have 3. I have a free course, a $99 course on how to start financial freedom, kind of budgeting, actuals, financial health scores, trying to convert from price to time, really encouraging talking about money, investing, spending at the family level. That was released yesterday. Students are already signing up, so thank you. So that's $99. And then probably the best thing I've created is that real estate investing course. It's called How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. It's $199. I am adding more content called Private Money. I have external folks being added as well. Currently, the course costs $199. Once that section is done, I will likely raise the price. But if you buy it now, you get all of that for free. And I'm not sure when I'm going to finish, but I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm going to add it as it makes sense. I'm going to get external folks like April Crosley, Anna Kelly, and Jonathan Twomley to add content as well. So as you sign up for course, whether it's the free one, whether it's the $99 one or the $199 one, I count all of them the same. All of them the same. So we had 16 signups last week. Then for me, something I'm doing is I'm going to start, I've never done this, but I'm going to start tracking the Facebook community. I have a private Facebook community. It's called One Rental at a Time Works. It is only available to the students of my real estate investing course at $199. I've never tracked this before, but the community we are building together is the best place in social media as far as I'm concerned. Everybody is positive. It is why I created a community wrap up on Sundays, which you will see in my next video. I'm going to start tracking how many people are in it. It's interesting that only about 40% of the people that buy the course sign up. So it's not a one-to-one correlation. So if you have bought the course and you have Facebook, I realize that's a requirement, and I apologize. I don't know where else to put it. I'm going to try to track Facebook additions. So last week we had 8. And then the most important thing, and this is where I need my students to get back to me, is I need to know when you do a deal. Everything I've done, YouTube views, book sales, book reviews, courses, Facebook group, all leads to you changing your financial future. I want to know when you close a deal. You can put it in the Facebook group. You can hit me on Instagram. You can leave it in a YouTube view. I don't know. Email me, whatever you want to do. I want to track when my students are doing deals. And that has the highest impact. That's 100,000. That's the scale. So again, as you saw earlier, my goal, again, I don't know where to put this, but right now I'm going to put it at 500,000. The only chance I have of getting there is if my students are doing multiple deals a week. But that's exciting to me. That can keep me coming after and keep working week after week after week. So again, it'll be YouTube views, book sales, book reviews, course signups, joining my private Facebook group, but most importantly, when students are doing deals. And you could see last week I produced a total score of 240,024. Well, that's not quite a palindrome, but anyways. All right. So that's that. I'm so excited about that. I'm smiling just thinking about it. It is a lot of fun. Now let me move this out of the way. Put this back over here. So then you have the workout 30 minutes a day. That is going to be crushed. I am doing the 75-day hard challenge. I'm halfway through day 10. I've already done one workout, read 10 pages, drank half a gallon, stayed on my diet, took the progress pic. So well on my way to completing day 10, but not there yet. So that's going to be exciting to watch. We're going to do this together. YouTube views, again, you saw that on my impact score. I still need to track that. That's the starting point for all of this. I am no longer tracking podcast listens. Nope. No longer tracking YouTube subscriptions. Don't care. No longer tracking Instagram followers. Not tracking. Switching to the business at the hub, that office I have there. The inventory is picking up. I don't know if you're seeing that in your market. It's still, they're still really highly priced, but it starts with more inventory and then prices will adjust. I did realize I do have one office empty. Somebody just left at the beginning of the month that I had forgotten about. So we need to fix that. Didn't spend anything on marketing. Getting really, really close to this refi that I've been talking about for seemingly 9 weeks. We're going to actually save about 35 or 3,600 bucks. Pretty awesome. What is that? 3,600, 39, 42, like 43 grand a year. Pretty awesome. We have two houses looking to, actually three. We have 3 houses in escrow and we have 2 houses ready in escrow to buy. And again, I spent $1,000. I learned that Hank Aaron passed. Was that Thursday morning? Anyways, the day that he passed, I immediately logged into eBay and bought a Hank Aaron autographed baseball card. Again, I remember my collection when I was 9 or 10 of collecting Hank Aaron. So I never had the opportunity to afford a Hank Aaron card, but I spent almost $1,000 on a Hank Aaron baseball card. You can argue who's in the top 5. I think Hank Aaron is without question in the top 5 baseball players ever to do it. Hammer and Hank. Unique things. Oh, actually, you know what? We did do a couple of nice things. We actually did 2 things this week. It's, again, stuff at home. I guess I'll share them. I bought Olivia Alaskan crab legs, and then she bought me tomahawk steaks. So again, we're not going anywhere, but boy, we bought some nice food. And again, we made them at home together. It was kind of fun. So that's cool. And then as far as the brand goes, one rental at a time, we've done a couple of things here. I did about 37 videos this week. I have finally added the private money section to my main course. Originally, I was trying to make it perfect. And at this point, I've said, you know what? I'm going to add the material as it's created. I'll worry about the pricing later. I'll just keep adding it. I'll get external people to add it. When I think it's done, it's done. I'm not going to add pressure to myself, but I will load stuff. I already gave my 6 and 20 note. I gave you my 10 keys. Jason has already done a great job of talking about what he does. And I've gotten 3 more commitments, as you see here. April Crosley, Anna Kelly, and Jonathan Twomley have all committed to get me stuff by the end of the month that I will add. I didn't get any discounts this week that I remember, but I'm still looking for those. I did publish my next course. I really think it's the foundation for financial freedom, understanding what you're spending, what you're going. It encourages communication of money, talk with family. It produces a new thing called the financial health score, which I think is interesting. It talks about freedom dollars, which I think is interesting. So again, really happy. It just went live yesterday. And I'm even going to start getting external folks to add stuff around budgeting and things of that nature. So that course is out, it's done, but more stuff is coming. And again, I won't raise the price. It's just, I want to add more and more value there. I'm still going to be tracking peak volume because again, this kind of feeds, my positive impact score. The daily financial episodes now are routinely over 1,400, with the peak one last week at 1,900. So again, that is picking up steam. We had a couple of videos just shy of 3,000 last week. One was the Vegas video, which was this with Brian Lebo. And I forget what the other one was. I think it was my 10 predictions or something. Was on a podcast last week. Again, we'll be tracking Amazon reviews because it's part of my positive impact. We had 7 and we had 1 on Audible. Again, an Audible review counts just as much as an Amazon review. I'm going to keep counting these because it feeds my positive impact. Again, courses or students, remember, free, $99, $199, all of them count the same. Again, if you buy all 3, it counts as 3. I don't remember the scale. Is it 1,000? It'd be 3,000. And then hats, really, this is anything. Again, I got my new workout gear here, this Do the Work hoodie. I don't know if you've seen it, Do the Work. And it has a new logo. My daughter made this one. It's a house with a 1 in it. And then donations. I will be doing a donation at the end of this period. So again, I'm very excited about the positive impact score. That's a big deal for me. I just feel better. Again, remember though, the biggest input is my students doing deals. So please let me know if you're one of my students and you close a deal. I got to put it in there. It's the only way we're going to hit the targets is if you're changing your financial future. All right, everybody. Thanks.